What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Sndl stock. First of all, brief summary about this company. Sndl Growers Incorporated engaged in the production and distribution of flower, pre-rolls and vapes. It operates through the following segments: cannabis, ornamental flowers and corporate. The cannabis segment includes legal cultivation and distribution of cannabis product under federally regulated licenses issued by Health Canada. And for now, their total market cap is $1.69 billion. And since I made my previous video, we have the most recent news, and it was published on April the 6th. And it says Stigma Grow announces exclusive live resin concentrates contract with Sndl Growers. Let me quote it to you. Among other opportunities within the concentrate market, the new collaboration between the two Alberta-based companies will enable capitalization on the fast-emerging live resin vape market. Under the terms of the agreement, Sndl will provide its input for both fresh frozen and cured formats to Stigma to produce a variety of live resin and cured cannabis concentrates. Sndl expects to launch the products across Canada under the Top Leaf brand in Q3 2021. And basically it is the next step of their different partnerships, and let me show you their previous ones. First of all, they have this data on February 23rd that Sndl and Indiva announced closing of 22 million strategic investment. The main goal of this partnership is to expand their market on cannabis edibles. And the next one was published on March 15th, and it says Sndl and SAF Group announced strategic capital partnership. And let me quote you this paragraph. The joint venture will leverage a strategic financial and operational partnership to generate asymmetrically enhanced risk-return opportunities in the cannabis industry, to provide exposure to a portfolio of attractive debt, equity and hybrid investments. The joint venture will focus on cannabis-related verticals, seeking both Canadian and international opportunities and investments. The joint venture's firm mandate is the formation of a special opportunities fund with commitments from third-party limited partners alongside an initial commitment from Sndl of $100 million. The joint venture expects to pursue additional potential mandates, including a Canadian SPAC and other investments. And on top of that, as I already mentioned in my previous video, you will find the link in the description below. Sndl has around $1.5 billion. They have this money to expand their business, to make some strategic investments, to make some partnerships and potential mergers with different companies. And you might think that it is a negative news. Basically, it is negative from the dilution standpoint. And as you can see, on April the 6th, we have this article on Investor Place, and it's titled Sndl Growers, Canadian Cannabis Grower Overdoses on Share Dilution. The main problem is the dilution of existing shareholders, and in my opinion, C-executives of Sndl Growers capitalize from the crazy volatility during the February, and I think it is a very good chance for them to have a crazy amount of money in order to enhance their business. And after that, in my opinion, they will buy back their shares and retire them. And this is the strategic plan that, in my opinion, might be very viable for C-executives of the company. And on top of that, let me show you interesting information. We are on Sndl.io, and here is the short ratio of Sndl stock, as you might see here. And here we have the latest data that was published on April the 7th, and the short volume ratio is 30.93%. Next, on Yahoo Finance, we have a short volume ratio of 10.2%. Here we have latest data on Naked Short Report, and we have 54.69%. Next one, on MarketBeat, we have 10.02%. Next one, on MarketWatch, we have 15.36%. And you might ask why we have different numbers, and I want to say huge thank you to Short the Week's YouTube channel. He made this investigation, and let me just show you this data. any institutional investor might file different numbers, absolutely different numbers. Of course, they have some fines for this activity. I think the fine is nothing special for them. And let me show you this website. It is a finra.org, and Finra publishes over-the-counter trading information on delayed basis for each alternative trading system and member firm that trades reporting obligation under FINRA rules. Security-specific information for firms with de minimis volume outside of an ATS is aggregated and published on a non-attributed basis. So this data, it is some kind of behind-the-scene trading activity on different stocks. And here is the data of Sndl, and it is an NMS report, and the period is February 2021. As you can see, we have Sndl securities, and they traded a little bit less than 4 billion shares. And Virtu Americas trade a little bit more than 3 billion shares, and we have a huge activity of more than 9.1 billion shares. And let me remind you that the total float, public float, is 1.08 billion shares. This means we have some activity behind the scenes that is not reflected in official statements. Of course, this number is a cumulative number. But in my opinion, more than 9 billion total shares that changed hands, it is highly above the level of 1 billion total floated shares. And here is another report. It is Alternative Trading Systems data details. This is a dark pools. And as you can see, on the dark pools, we have more than 60 million total shares. And this volume, you cannot find out what type of trades they are performing. It might be related to short sellers volume. And that's why, in my opinion, we might have a chance to short squeeze Sndl stock. And that's why I think we might expect a huge price activity in nearest future. And before we dive deep into the technical analysis, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, in this case you won't miss my next video, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So I made my previous video at the end of March, and for now we almost hit our second accumulation point, and let me remind you that it is this previous top, and this top might act as a strong support. Here it was a resistance, and for now it might be a support. And our lowest point, it is this resistance slash potential support, and basically we might hit this price by the end of this week or at the beginning of next week, and this will give more attractive price for you as an investor in this company. And you have to do your own due diligence before you decide to invest in a particular stock, in particular company. That's why I'm making my videos in order to help you to identify entry points to your potential trades or investments. So this is my 3 entry points, and for now we have this point as our lowest point, and this was our first entry point right here. And for now price didn't even cross this line. This means we technically have higher lows, and we have to see higher highs, and in this case we will establish a new uptrend, and from this point we might have even trade with this stock. But for now it is one of the best opportunities for you as an potential investors to add your position for the long term if you believe in this company. And with that being said, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. See you guys and girls next time. Bye!